guys, Dr. M3 here, and we have a really awesome review for you today. We're in a highly modified Mclaren MP4-12C, otherwise known as the 12C, modified by this gentleman and his team next to me. This is Thad from Hyperfastcars.com. And so, as you guys remember, in about 2009, they introduced the final production version of the 12C. In 2011, they went into production. This car produced stock about 600 horsepower, 434 foot-pound of torque, pound-foot of torque. But that's not good enough. That wasn't good enough for you guys, right?
Absolutely not.
Tell us about what you guys did with this car.
So this is our phase 1 Hyper 800 system. It's 837 horsepower, and that's at the crank. Not very intrusive at all. We've got race cats on here, full Inconel exhaust. This one has our P1 style center exit exhaust tip. We also do Canon style exit if you want more of a 675 look. Change the entire rear exhaust fairing, help evacuate that heat from the engine bay. Our number one focus in everything we do is heat management. With this being only a 3.8 liter V8,
yes,
and a history of going into limp mode and hot track days out in Texas and California, you got to focus on that. So, but between the heat shielding, we also do a coolant system upgrade where we divorce the coolant reservoirs, put 2 reservoirs, one separate for the intercoolers and then another one separate for the powertrain transmission. The majority of it is programming. There's a lot of potential in this machine here, and you dive into it deep enough, you can get some amazing power out of it.
So that's the actual thing, right? So it's, first of all, it's amazing that McLaren was able to pump out of such a small engine, and with turbos on it obviously makes this I wouldn't say easy, but makes it amenable to sort of exploiting some of the programs. A lot of this is computer-based stuff that you ask your question, why didn't McLaren do this in the beginning? And it, probably like most manufacturers, they're pretty conservative. What do you think was their reason?
Well, you've got the entire world that you have to cover with this. So, there's some countries that have stricter smog ratings, and they've got to find a tamed down platform. A lot of owners like the drivability of it. So, where's that sweet spot of having a lot of power, but not enough that's going to scare the inexperienced supercar driver. Yeah. So, I think that's where they found the 600 horsepower was kind of the standard at that point, and they stuck with it. They've kind of creeped up a little bit with the 650 and 675. But this is only our phase 1. We also have a 1,000 and 1,200 horsepower system that uses our patented Tri-Boost technology. But yeah, the 616. I mean, the 12C is an amazing car.
Yeah.
So we've been in development for over 3 years. The Hyper 800 system hit the market a year ago. So there's a number of them out there. We're getting our first international cars shipped to us. But the history behind it, Safa, the lead development engineer, myself, longtime friends, and came up with this dream back when the 12C first hit the market. And, it was not sure whether McLaren was going to do what they did with F1, produce a couple cars and then not stick in the market, or were they going to keep cranking out more? And then we saw 650S. We saw them release the 675, the 570, and that's when we saw all that growth and they were really going to go after it. That's where we're like, okay, this is the next new platform. But what really we invested a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources on is ensuring that we don't remove the essence of the McLaren brand. We use the factory ECU. We're I think the only ones in the world that dyno in a two-wheel dyno, because we fully hacked the ECU to the point that we have 800, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower, but the dynamic panel still works.
It still works.
The active air brake, the amazing brake steer, all that Formula One technology is still there, but further enhanced.
But so really what you get out of this is, in some ways, still a lot of the OEM functionality, but with a significantly enhanced horsepower. So you just mentioned it. So we're in the Hyper 800, the 800 horsepower. Is it 800 or is it a little bit more than 800?
It depends on every car. Some cars come from the factory a little more horsepower than others. So you typically see a little over 200 horsepower. So and then the 570, you're going to see a little under 800.
Okay. So you have another version of this, which tell us about that version.
On the 1,000 and 1,200?
Yeah.
Yep, so those require full engine rebuild. We upgrade the engine internals. These are open diff. We put a limited slip in there.
Yeah.
We also upgrade the axles, other areas of the transmission, and then additionally we put a global patent on the tri-boost technology. So we put a
so talk well, because it's patented, you don't want to talk too much details, but talk about that, because I think when you told me this, I think my mouth was like, I dropped, like, wait a minute, what? So this is a tri-boost, right? Tri-turbo, so tri-turbo. So tell us about this.
We put a beast of a third turbo on the back top of the transmission. So you see, when you open up, you see all the exposed pictures of the powertrain. There's some room there. I mean, you got to get creative with the plumbing. But anyways, we take the two factory turbos, keep the same housing, but we upgrade the internals and synchronize the flow with the third turbo. At 3 psi, that monster turbo kicks in.
That low,
3 psi. A lot of this is all discovery to us. Some of us thought, okay, it's going to take longer. There's going to be some lag. No, it kicks right in.
Wow.
And it pounds you in the back. I mean, it is a monster. So we're going for, our goal is a 1,500 horsepower. Wow. And break the record of doing 300 miles per hour standing mile.
The power. Put your foot down a bit, and it's
there.
Whoa. Holy shit. Oh my God. This car, holy.
You got a normal.
Wow.
You don't even have 100% power in track mode.
Holy. Very predictable.
Oh yeah. McLaren has, you can feel the road. You know when you're losing traction. You know when you're pushing your limits.
Traffic. Holy. We're about to go into the canyons here. And we're going to switch drivers because Thad obviously knows this car inside and out. We're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to see how this goes in terms of performance, and then we'll do a wrap up. But I haven't pushed the car so far. I'm going to take it down the mountain after I see him drive this thing. Is very drivable. It feels, and I think that's one of the things you went for, right? Is that it still feels, you can drive these cars on the road. In the old days, you said even 800 horsepower. You're like, yeah, but can you put that power to the ground? Because those cars in the old days, you really couldn't. They were not streetable. They were all over the place when you had 800 horsepower. With the tech that we have in these cars and what you guys have done in terms of keeping a lot of, at least the functionality that's there, but just enhancing the power. And it's more than just enhancing the power. You guys are fully into software to extract the most that you can from this car. And that's the thing that, in my view, is so exciting about this, is that you get a car that, you know, meets your needs, whether you're an 800 horsepower guy or 12 or a 1500 horsepower guy. There's always the need for speed, but you have a platform here that you can play with. You said 12C, but 650, and I'm sure you're going to go down to 675.
Oh yeah.
And if there's an owner out there that wants to probably donate a P1.
So we have messaged a few P1 owners through Instagram. We have talked to a few other ones. Oh wow!
The Regera just drove past us on the road. That thing is insane.
Oh, gorgeous.
It's great to see it.
The red one.
The red one. So you were saying?
So yeah, you know, there is. You know, I'm not going to hide it. We may do a 1500 horsepower beast of a P1, but you know, that's a ways out.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to take the bold owner that is going to want us to play with it. But you know, there's a lot of similarities between that and the 12C 650S. So you know, it's not going to be a steep learning curve.
Yeah. So we're back. And that's piloting it now, as you can see. So it's going to. Now the CCBs on this they're still stock, pretty capable, right?
The what?
The carbon ceramic brakes.
Yes. So this the 12Cs had an option to do stainless steel or the carbon ceramic brakes. The 650S it came standard with the carbon ceramics. We have done a brake upgrade on those that have a 12C that want the carbon ceramics. If you're track regular, we definitely recommend it. It's the plus on the track.
We'll do a couple of pulls here, and this thing is
so it's much like the P1, where the second gear, you know, we dialed it down, but third gear you just really feel it pull. So we got traction control kicking in there.
Wow.
And you felt it pretty good. Gear pull there.
Oh yeah.
But right now I've got sport mode, so normal sport track, it's about 80, 90, 100% power. Track moves all ESC, so I usually try to stay out of track. I'm not the track test driver. Safa is the crazy man on the track that drives in track mode in this beast.
I am with you on this. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so Hyper 800, whether you've got a 570, whether you've got a 12C, 650, 675, $30,000. You get a warranty with it.
What's the warranty?
Right now it's 1 year, 12,000 miles. It's been out in the market for a year. This car was serial number 1 that we built. We've done a couple revisions on the designs, but really everything else has remained the same. Started with 900 miles. We're at over 16 now. So we've done almost 16,000 miles of raw use on this car. No problem.
Oh my God.
You got a good one there. Going down the hill too.
Oh my God. I did say one word. Yes. I've been saying that a lot. Wow.
Making some noise right by McLaren's spot.
Hey McLaren, see this?
Hey, they've got a good road right
That
here.
is
a great road.
Awesome. That's an awesome road. So tell our viewers again how to find you, how to get a hold of you if they have a 12C and they just want to make it that much better, that much better. Trust me, it is. Or if they're thinking about it, you know, a car to get that's maybe track or very streetable, a combination, you know, how to get a hold of you and
so our website's hyperfastcars.com. We've got a great Instagram page, good following, Hyperfastcars, and then our Facebook page, Hypercar Development, and then our email info@hyperfastcars.com, and our shop phone number is on our website as well. We help everyone from
there it is again. Is by us again.
Oh wow. once is enough, too.
Twice? Oh my gosh.
We should go chase it.
Oh yeah, we need to go chase it actually. I'm surprised Alex Automotive is behind me in the Superstorm. I'm surprised he didn't turn around and like start chasing that. I suspect they're doing rides up and forth. Excellent. Well, thanks again for providing the car. This has been an awesome experience, and guys, you just gotta go. You have to. You're based in North Carolina, right?
I'm out of Charlotte. We have an office in LA. We've got guys on both coasts, but the main shop is in Charlotte.
Is in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Go check them out. This is a must. You won't regret it. Guarantee it, guys. And we'll close out with a little bit of a pull here.
Yeah. Slow down.
A little bit of space. You're gonna see. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It actually is fitting.